So I thought I would take you around to go and have a look at what's in the shops for Halloween, because there is so much out there. But what's really strange and what's really funny, it happened to me last year. Well, not exactly the same story, but I've been into one particular store, Asda, and I said to them, "Oh, have you got your Halloween things out yet?" And the lady looked at me. She said, "It's only September." And I said, she was very kind. She wasn't rude or anything. And I went, "Oh, okay. So you haven't got any Halloween stuff out? That's great, no problem." Now, when I was in there last year, I remember being at the end of September and actually being on the Christmas aisle. Okay, Christmas aisle at the end of September. And I remember, this is Asda again, and asking a woman in there, "When's your Halloween stuff out?" And she turned around and said, "It's not even October yet." And I was on the Christmas aisle. I thought that was hilarious. So I've been around some of the stores tonight to have a look what they've got. So I've been into, let me think, I've been into B&M, I've been into the Range, I've been into Poundland, and I've also been into my favourite, which is Tkmaxx or HomeSense. I haven't got HomeSense because that's too far for me to go tonight, but I've been into the Tkmaxx. They have the most wicked decorations ever, I believe, if you really want to go to town. But of course, all your fillers have got to come from the cheaper shops, haven't they? I don't like things like the plastic police tape or the plastic banners or anything like that. I'm not into that. I like it to look a little bit more expensive, if you will, and you can do that really cheap. So I'm just going to take you around exactly what's in the stores. But I know you're watching this, but I've got a playlist, and I'm going to leave the link below. I've got a playlist of everything that I did for Halloween last year, so you can go and have a look at all those videos that I did for Halloween last year. So I'll leave you links to all of them down in the description below if you want to go and have a look at them. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, leave your comment section below if there's anything that you've seen for Halloween that you'd like me to do. I'll try and do it. I am going to decorate the house again this year, which I'm really looking forward to, with Frankie Jack. I wanted to do something for fall. I know we're not American, but I really love the way that Americans actually celebrate the fall, but that's not going to happen. It's too late now, because I go away next week, don't I, to Disney in Paris with my mom and Frankie Jack. So yeah, but looking forward to you seeing what's in the stores. Now, I don't talk when I'm going around the stores. I'm on my own, so I just film, so I'm just going to talk over the top of it. Some of the prices you see, some of them you don't, but hope you enjoy. So this is what's in the stores at the moment, in the middle. So what are we now? We're the 10th, 11th, so kind of middle of September. Now, I love Tkmaxx. I am obsessed with Tkmaxx. I'm obsessed with what they have in stock. I'm obsessed with HomeSense is my favourite place, and I love little quirky things like this, especially for the kids. Just adore those big pumpkins that are underneath, but I've got quite a lot that I've collected over the last couple of years. The little fox is so cute, isn't it? The candles smell delicious. And the plates are so cool. They work out to be about $2.99 each. So if you wanted to buy and sit down 8 people, it can be quite pricey. So actually, if you have a look in the description below, I give you a link to some dinner plates that I made that cost me £1 each for the plates. And then I just used a Sharpie marker on top of it to create spider's webs. And it's very, very, very easy to do. And then all you do is fire them in the oven. So it sinks in and sets, and then you're good to go. And you can do all sorts of different designs, but I'll show you what I did last year. It's like bowls like this. They look superb, but they're very expensive if you want to do a whole dinner party. Now, this is pumpkin spice, and that's my big conch. I'm not kidding you. That is delicious. Smells so good, and that's a bigger version of it for $12.99. Now, this was pumpkin and bourbon, but I wasn't overly fussed on that one. I think that one was $12.99 as well. I love these skulls that have got the diamantes and the spiders on there. I think they retail around about $8.99, something like that. But you can get some really different ones. You know, when you kind of see the houses in America and they always look absolutely amazing. That's the kind of looks that I believe that Tkmaxx can offer you. So something like this, I think it was $7.99. So not really that expensive when you look at what you can get in other stores such as the range and B&M, that might cost you £7.99 when really it's quite a lot of plastic. So I do think that these are really good. I loved this little man here. I thought he was great. I think he was around about £4.99. I just think they look brilliant. And the the glassware, I'm going to take you over there in a moment, is just brilliant. There were some big mugs at the bottom that I nearly treated myself to. It was £4.99, and then I just thought, well, if I can't bear only to get one. If I get something, I've got to buy like 8 of them. If that makes sense, because I want them all to match in the house. I don't like odds and sods of cups and glasses. I like to have a set. Now, I've got my own sets of tea towels that I've got from Tkmaxx, and these retail roughly around about £5.99, but they're brilliant. They really are, and they just look so good, and I just think they finish off the kitchen. And I think once you bought them, that's it. You don't need to buy them every year, do you? Now, I am after that right at the bottom. Can you see the witch's broom with lights? I really want that, but I couldn't get my eyes off this. You could actually make something like that. I just had to feel what the skull was, and it was plastic. You could actually make with things from Poundland stuck on them. You just got to find the wreath itself first of all, but you could fill it even more. Now, these glasses are immense with the hands on there, and I think they retail roughly around about £3.99 each, something like that. So you've got a lot of the globes, a lot of the smelly candles, which are beautiful, and I just wanted to show you this. This was my favourite thing. I'm really disappointed I never got this. I think it retailed about £4.99 or £7.99. And it's a book of spells, because I think the kids would really like that, because it's a bit sort of Harry Potter-ish, isn't it? There's some more glassware around here. But I did my own oh, that's cute. I did my own glassware last year, and actually I'll leave a description in the link below for you to have a look at that as well. And these are the cooking bits, which I might get a few bits for Frankie, Jack and I. Poundland, you've got to love it. So they have a lot of the fillers. There's some tights down there. They're really good. The orange and black ones were gone last year. If you watched one of my vlogs, I was really disappointed. A lot of makeup. Now, some of these can be really good. There's some sort of tattoo transfer. Not tattoo. You know, like when somebody scratched you. I do find some of the makeup not very good to go on in the Halloween sections when you get it so cheap. Sometimes it's better to get something instead of getting it and then throwing it away. Do you know what I mean? To keep. Because I just think they don't really go on that well. Love these little ghosts. I think they're really cute for the kids. Now, I'm not a big fan of the bunting, but if you wanted to do a full-on kids party, I think it would be superb for them. The Halloween balloons in the corner, I might get those for the kids, because they're going to be good to blow up for them to be able to go home with. These, as you can see on the left-hand side, you've got the artificial tea lights. I thought those were really good. You've got tinsel. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of tinsel. I did like the serviettes and the plates. I thought they were really good. And actually, I bought this because that's going to go on the side with some of the skeleton things that I've got next to lotions and potions. These were good, these heads, and I like the skeletons on the right hand side now, the smaller ones, because they are able to sort of stick on reeds and things like that. So they're pliable, so you can move them about and then sort of super glue them into place. The cages that are just at the left, I bought a load of those last year and put candles in all around my garden. They look really, really effective. And the door knockers are cool. I nearly got one of those last year. I might treat myself to one this year. Those are to go in the ground, the skeleton's head, so it looks like the sort of dug up. That's really good. And shot in the head, that's if you've got any big Halloween parties and you've got adults for drinking. What made me giggle as well, I'm just coming around here to show you, they're right next to the Halloween section. They've actually got, this is the middle of September, they've actually got Christmas calendars. Now we're in the range, and this freaks me out. The range scares me the most out of all the Halloween decorations. These kind of things, I know they're not real, but I just think they are, and I think they're going to go boom at me. And it just, even filming this, I was like going in and coming out going, you'll see in a minute. I don't know what these were, these hands. I'm taking it there for decoration, but look at this one. The standing horror witch waitress. Oh, it reminds me of Pendle Hill when I was growing up, and the witch that was outside the Pendle Witches Galore shop, if anybody's ever been there. She looks as freaky as anything and as mad as an atter. And these just scare the heck out of me. I don't have anything like this in my house, but I think they are utterly brilliant. That was awesome, the one on the end. They had a lot of stuff, did the range, and a lot of good stuff as well. They had makeup again, and these were actually quite good. These were transfers, spider transfers to go at the top of your eyes. I think a lot of girls are going to really love those. This was a light up head that actually went whoa, and as I walked past one the other side, it made me jump. I really love these pumpkins. I had my eye on those last year, but I never ended up getting it. I think they work out to be about £40, so a little bit pricey. You've got the Jack-in-a-Box. Whoa, freaky. This kind of stuff freaks me, but it's so good for Halloween, isn't it? And obviously clowns, and the this silver skeleton was quite good. I'm trying to think of something that I can do with that this year. And then there's quite a bit of Mexican. Obviously, that's the Day of the Dead, isn't it? Then you had masks, etc., and then some of the floating things that you can hang from the ceiling. We also had this aisle to the left. This kind of freaks me out, but this in front, this Beware with the head, was only £2.99. I thought that was really, really well priced for something like that. I'm thinking about maybe getting that for my downstairs toilet. This was the skull that made me jump. I jumped out of my skin, but you can't hear it on here. I went, whoa! But look, really freaky. That's like a bride, isn't it? Here we go. He's gone off here. Yeah, they freak me. It really does freak me. It's Halloween, but I love it for the kids. That's all I love it for. I don't love it for me. I love it for the kids, because I can never go Michael Jackson kind of thing. I could never go to one of these scary things where they jump out and absolutely freak you out, where you're gonna poo your pants. I couldn't do it, because I literally probably would. Door knockers again, the lanterns, you've got lights here, the masks, you've got the hanging, because these are really good. I do believe that the range do these the best. They really are absolutely superb. And as I take you round the other side, oh yeah, pirates. As I take, yeah, these retail from around about £14.99 to about £6.99 to about £14.99. So I think they're really reasonably priced as well. This was eerie, because that would be a clown, isn't it? And this was eerie as well, the mummified. And there's like sounds that come with that. All the dressing up stuff. But sometimes, I don't know, they look kind of cheap. Don't matter where you get it from. I sometimes think you've got to throw it together yourself, like ripping up old clothes and etc, etc. That's what I think you've got to do, unless you go in as a specific character. And again, I'm not over keen on makeup from these stores. I think it's better kind of to get your odd bits and pieces. I bought this plate here, this one on the right with the skulls on it, that's like a see-through plastic. It was only £1.79. I think I'm coming in now, or £1.89. I bought 2 of those to put plates on, or maybe sort of sausage fingers. Are you with me? So I got those. So these were for the animals that I saw, but I don't know. I'm a bit. You don't know whether your dog's going to, well, it's not going to like it, is it? It looks funny, but if it's not happy, then I don't know whether it's a good thing to do. I don't mind the jumpers if they're used to being dressed up. I know it looks cute, but I just don't know whether they're going to get upset with it. Now, makeup, I thought these were really good. This is like teeth that you can put, like a Day of the Dead again kind of look. I thought that was really good for £2.49. Don't think I'd use the makeup. Like I said, I don't think the makeup goes on very well. Lots of dressing up stuff for the kids, and actually the range was probably the best I saw. The Halloween pumpkin one, I think, always is really cute, and I did that for Frankie Jack. I think it was on his second Halloween. Now this is all for the adults, and again, the best that I saw, and I really like this wedding dress idea that's coming up here. Now that gave me an idea, because I was kind of thinking, well, what happens if you did that, not with your wedding dress, but you saw a wedding dress maybe in a charity shop that might have been, you know, really reduced, and you could sort of tear it up or do something like that with. I thought that would look really cool for Halloween. I love these. I love the sort of Day of the Dead look. I'm really into that. I really want to go to Day of the Dead. It's like on my bucket list to do. Whether I will do or not, I don't know, because I can imagine it would be very expensive to do, to fly out there. And clowns, not big on clowns. Don't tend to do them for Halloween. But look at these. These did make me chuckle, because the Mexican man, I actually tittered in this when I was filming it. But you don't hear it, because obviously I'm talking over the top. Some great balloons. Let's Boogie, Trick or Treat, especially if you're doing it for the kids. not for an adult's party. I would make it a little bit more sort of sophisticated, but if you're doing a kiddies party, I think it's great. And I'm not a big fan of these. These are like the honeycomb, the paper lanterns. Pay $1.99, or the honeycomb pumpkins $2.49, when you can actually buy proper decorations that are going to last you year after year, because those ones are just going to be thrown away because they'll get ripped. Wall decoration kit, that'd be quite good for bats and things. And I love this. This is one of my tips. $1.99 it is, and it's like a funny material, but it's awesome. I bought the black last year and I put it on my console table. And then, happy days, I came across this spider web, but this is massive. So this is a lot bigger than the pound lot that you get, but I need to find white because I wouldn't put black or green because it's not authentic. So here we go. I found it, and whoops, that's definitely mine at £2.49. A huge amount of spider's web. I've got an idea. My ideas can change, but I've got an idea of what I want to do with that, and it's going to go in my garden. So yeah, I was pretty chuffed with that. Plastic tablecloths, great if you're doing a little kids party, but I'm not really into plastic tablecloths. Tea lights are good. Pumpkin, you know, knives, etc. are good for the kids. Obviously, supervise them, but Frankie Jack uses those. I thought these were really cute. I thought a lot of them on a windowsill would look really good, and they light up for only $2.99. So you could actually put them right across your windowsill. Maybe, you know, 5 of them or something like that. Now, I'm a big fan of this. This is the gravestones, but you've got to put a stake on the back, and you've got to put it into the ground. And when you do put them in the garden, you've got the problem that the wind can catch them this time of year. None of these worked, but this made Frankie Jack jump last year, so I know he wasn't so keen, but I think he might be this year. Pound, these are really good because they've got all the sort of characters on there. This was absolutely disgusting, this great big spider. Wow, it looks something like out of Harry Potter, you know, one of Hagrid's ones. And a friend of mine's got these, you know, the prisoner in the cage. She's got one of those hung over, and it always catches me when I go into her house. Now, I really like this. This was Hessian, saying Happy Halloween, and it lit up. Now, I don't normally like things like this, but I really did like this. It didn't look cheap. I mean, I can only see it like this, but I was trying to work out whether I could put it outside or not, because that's where I would want to do. I'd want to put it like in the eaves of my house, or maybe on the garage, and it did say not in rain, or so I think it really is for inside, so I put it back. But loads of lights, loads of different lights. Orange lights look really good, but also if you're doing a cauldron, you could put it on wood and put the orange lights underneath, so it actually looks like fire. Screaming doormat, that's something that you place underneath the doormat. Couple of years running I've nearly got those, but I just don't know whether it drive me crackers because we've got kids coming in and out of the house all the time and it keep going off, so I'm still undecided as to whether to get something like that. But really good as always, great ideas, great, because Tkmaxx you'll spend maybe a little bit more. These you can get sort of fillers for around the house if you really wanted to go to town and you weren't just getting 1 or 2 bits. But I did like that Happy Halloween, so I'm going to have to think about that, whether I just put it out just for the night when the kids come round. Oh, cauldron with the mist. This looked awesome. $16.99. I would love something like that, so that's another thinker. This is B&M. Hope you enjoyed. What are your decorating ideas? What did you like? What did you like the most out of what you saw then? I absolutely love Tkmaxx, as I said. I loved the book with the witch's eye. That was my favourite thing. I also like the cutters, and I bought the great big spider's web from B&M, and I also got the plates, the plastic plates that were about £1.79 from the range with the skulls on, the clear ones. Those look really, really cool. But let me know what you liked. Leave a comment in the section below. Don't forget, in the description is all my Halloween videos for you to go and have a look at from last year. Please don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you later. Love ya.